call the roll.
Trustee Khan.
Here.
Trustee Minks.
Here.
Trustee Sheba. Here. Trustee Thill.
Here.
Trustee Travis.
Here.
Trustee Whitko.
Here.
All present, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. I need approval of our minutes from our regular meeting of March 28th, 2023.
I'll make the motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of March 28th, 2023.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Minks, seconded by trustee Whitko. Any discussion, questions, clarifications? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Special.
Sorry.
Okay, one abstention there. Special reports, there are none. Public hearings, there are none. There are two plan commission reports tonight by Zoe Hydorn. So Zoe, if you want to come up and take over for case PC 23-03 and 23-04.
I'm so sorry, I just had a cough drop. Good evening. Mayor and trustees, it's my pleasure to introduce two cases tonight. PC 2303 is a request by Ironwood Tattoo LLC for a text amendment authorizing the use of tattoo and body art establishments as a special use in the commercial zoning districts. The draft text amendment ordinance defines tattoo and body art establishments and permanent cosmetic services and classifies them as a special use in all commercial zoning districts, except that permanent cosmetic services such as microblading may be administratively approved as a permitted use if the activities occupy no more than 20% of the customer floor area. On March 21st, the Plan Commission unanimously voted to recommend approval of the text amendment with minor revisions. Case PC 2304 is a request by the same applicant, Ironwood Tattoo LLC, for a special use permit to operate a tattoo and body art establishment at 6046 Dempster Street, which is improved with a two-story mixed-use building. As recommended conditions of special use permit approval, the business will be limited to a maximum of 3 employees on site at any time. All services will be provided by appointment only. The rear parking area will be striped. All services will be, hours of operation will be limited, and snow removal, trash, screening, and parking signage will be addressed. On March 2nd, the Traffic Safety Commission unanimously voted to recommend approval of the special use permit with comments, and on March 21st, the Plan Commission also unanimously voted to recommend approval with certain conditions contained in the draft ordinance. I can answer any questions. The applicant is also present. Questions?
Any questions from the board? Hearing none. Thank you
you.
very much, Zoe. Residents' comments. This is on agenda items only. Residents' comments on agenda items only. Hearing none. President's report. I do have a proclamation tonight. Trustee Thill's favorite. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees. And whereas this holiday, called Arbor Day, was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska. And whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world, and whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce oxygen, and provide a habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas trees in our village increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of the business areas, and beautify our community. And whereas this is the 22nd year that the village of Morton Grove has been recognized as a Tree City USA by the National Arbor Day Foundation. And whereas the village of Morton Grove for the second year has received the Growth Award from the National Arbor Day Foundation for demonstrating a higher level of tree care and community engagement during the calendar year. Whereas the village of Morton Grove will continue to plant trees and enjoy them as a vital part of our community for generations to come. Now, therefore, I, Daniel P. DeMaria, Mayor of the Village of Morton Grove, do hereby proclaim April 28th, 2023 as Arbor Day in the Village of Morton Grove, and I urge all citizens to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands and support the village's urban forestry program. And further, I urge all citizens to plant trees to gladden hearts and promote the well-being of present and future generations. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused to be affixed the seal of the Village of Morton Grove, Daniel P. DeMaria, Mayor. That's my proclamation. Kevin, if you could send that out to our tree department over at Public Works, that we're grateful for their services. So proud of you guys. So thank you very much.
Can I make a comment?
Trustee Thill.
I'm proud to say that it was 22 years ago that my wife Marion came in front of the village board and asked us to become a tree city. So that's one of my proudest moments. Thank you.
Also, April is Earth Month, to kind of coattail on that proclamation. As a reminder, our Earth Month edition newsletter, which you should have received in the mail, contains a variety of sustainable programs and information. Please review the newsletter and participate to match your needs and lifestyle. I would like to invite all our residents to help protect and preserve our planet by participating in the following Village of Morton Grove Earth Month programs. One, Mayor's Water Conservation Challenge. Last year we were 4th in the nation in our population category, so let's try to finish on top. Nobody ever remembers who came in second, so let's be in first, okay? 2023 Crayon and Marker Recycling Program. Their collection points will be here at Village Hall and the library, and that will run from April 1st, so now all the way through June 30th. That's Crayon and Marker Recycling, again, at Village Hall and at the library. 50-50 tree planting program. We just encouraged everybody to plant trees. You can apply to participate by April 15th, so just a few days left on this by visiting the village website. And also our first community cleanup event, which will be May 20th, 2023 from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. The meeting point will be the Morton Grove Civic Center to check in, pick up some supplies, and the map of a pre-selected cleanup site. So that's all I have there. I do want to congratulate all of our candidates here on the board and all the candidates throughout the state and the county and the local municipalities as well that ran in an election and got elected. So congratulations to a few of our board members here tonight. Other than that, I have no further business. Clerk's report.
No report, Your Honor.
Thank you. Staff reports. Village administrator.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm pleased to bring before the board an ordinance and resolution, both associated with the future of the Village Hall and Police Department. And I'll first come to Ordinance 2308. The purpose of the ordinance is to authorize the village to sell property commonly known as 6210 Dempster Street, Morton Grove, Illinois, to Fifth Third Bank as part of an agreement to acquire 6201 Dempster Street in Morton Grove, Illinois. A little background, and we've been here before. We realized that in 1980 or so, this facility was renovated. Portions of this facility were built in 1895. We're an elementary school, and then it was renovated after it became no longer a school. It was changed into a temporary village hall and police department. Well, temporary started in 1980, and we're still here. The building is grossly inadequate, especially from the police department standpoint. The mechanicals in this building are inadequate, difficult to maintain, and it's time for the village to move in another direction. This board has given some direction to make those moves and move this forward, and we really appreciate that. It's been some time, and we think we found a great solution for the village for its future. A little bit more background. Fifth Third Bank at 6201 Dempster Street is on 1.67 acres. That facility has 26,000 square feet in a two-story building and is way more than necessary for the bank to operate, which is a perfect opportunity for the village to take a look at that facility, which we did, and now to move forward, at least suggest to the board to move forward to make some of these property transactions to make a real move towards moving the village hall. Part of this, actions that are taken by included some work with the Park District. So this wasn't just a simple transaction. This is a transaction that brought many agencies in the village together to talk about the village future and to understand where we'll be in our future. The Park District currently owns half an acre across the street from the current bank, which would certainly satisfy the bank and has been found to satisfy the bank. But that property is owned by the Park District. The village owns a parcel of land behind the Civic Center and a little bit to the west of that, and that's that parcel really kind of squares off Hart Park. So we made a transaction with some past resolutions and ordinances, specifically Resolution 2247 and Ordinance 2226, where if these parcels were transitioned, the village would take over the forward portion, or 6210 Dempster Street, and that grassy area and the annex building would become part of the Park District's property. And that all is contingent upon this coming together as having the Village Hall move to 6201 Dempster Street, which is part of this transaction. But the specific ordinance that we're talking about right now is for the sale of the property commonly known as 6210 Dempster Street. And some points about that is the purchase price for the bank to acquire this would be $700,000. Earnest money in the amount of $25,000 would be set aside with Chicago Title Company, and the execution of a real estate and purchase and sale agreement for the bank and the village to purchase the 6201 property. There's a due diligence after the contract is signed by both parties. There's a due diligence period to understand and make sure that this is the right move for both of us, and that will be 120 days with a possible extension of another 30 days. Then also be the gaining of a special use for the 6210 Dempster Street property to be a drive-through bank, and a public hearing before the Morton Grove Plan Commission would need to be held, and also this board would have to accept that recommendation from the Plan Commission. Then granting of an easement from 6210 Dempster property onto the Georgiana entrance and also the Fernal entrance, so no curb cut would be necessary on Dempster Street. So some easements need to be established. In the process, there are 4 specific trees that will be removed, and the compensation will be made by the bank for these trees. One of them, or 2 of them, are in the way of the easement for access, and 2 from a sightline standpoint. But a very good negotiation occurred, and we feel comfortable that the appropriate compensation for future purchase of trees will be made, some funds going to the Park District and some to the village. Then relocation of an electric transformer on that property, which would also be in the way of the easement. And then closing on this property after due diligence would be 30 days after the due diligence period ends, and we think this is a very proactive and appropriate contract for the sale of this property and moving forward in the relocation of the Village Hall process. So we would like, or would suggest, that the second reading of this be waived and that the board consider passing this. So we would appreciate your thoughts on this and are open for your questions.
Can I get a motion on the waiver of the second read, please?
I'll make a motion to waive the second read on ordinance 2308.
Motion made by trustee Minks, seconded by trustee Khan, to waive the second read. Clerk, could you please call the vote?
Trustee Khan.
Aye.
Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Sheba. Aye. Trustee Thill.
Aye.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee Whitko.
Aye.
The ordinance 2308, the waiver of the second read passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Could I get a motion to approve ordinance 23-08 as presented?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion made by trustee Thill, seconded by trustee Travis. Any discussions, questions, clarification? Hearing none, clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Sheba. Aye. Trustee Thill.
Great plan for the village. Aye.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee Whitko.
Aye.
Trustee Khan.
Aye.
Ordinance 2308 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your support for this. Staff appreciates it, and I know the residents and this board will appreciate the end product. A companion document is Resolution 2321, authorizing the Village of Morton Grove to acquire property commonly known as 6201 Dempster Street, which is currently the Fifth Third Bank. Same history applies here. We know where we've been. We know where we're at right now as far as the Village Hall. We know with the partnership that we have established and worked well with the Park District, and without their assistance, this would not be possible. And we really appreciate that. Once again, a contract has been negotiated in the form that is attached, and in general, the terms are as follows. The village would purchase for $2.1 million the property and the existing building, which would be remodeled in an effort to sustain the structure, and we would never be able to pick up a piece of property in this prime location and a structure of that size for the dollars that we're talking, $2.1 million. So this is a great opportunity for the village, a companion opportunity for the bank, and a good move forward for the Park District. So the purchase of this property is $2.1 million. Earnest money in the amount of $25,000 to be increased to $500,000 upon the sale by the village and the purchase of the bank at, purchased by the bank of 6210 Dempster Street property. The same due diligence period, and then a closing would occur after the bank has began their operation at the new facility. So there is some delay here in what occurs. We couldn't cohabitate the buildings for security reasons for the bank, and it would be a strain on operations to try and remodel something, keep them functional. But the time will pass. It won't go as fast as we like it to, but when the end result occurs, it will be the right thing to do. So they will build their building across the street, a much smaller bank, on an appropriate lot. And during the time that they're under construction and we are under agreement with them to purchase the property, we will be doing the design work to remodel the inside of that facility, provide an addition onto that building, because as it stands right now, it would not house both the Village Hall facilities and the police department. With appropriate planning, appropriate construction, and reuse of what's there, we will have a very, very productive product. And during that, like I indicated, during the time of their construction, our architects will be able to do the right analysis, the right design, and the right bidding to move that project forward. So we would appreciate your support for this resolution, and once again, we will bring you a good product. And we stand ready for your questions.
I need a motion to approve Resolution 23-21.
I'll make the motion to approve Resolution 2321.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Whitko. Any discussion, questions, clarification?
Just a comment.
Trustee Thill.
I think the police department's going to get excited about it, too.
Yes, they will. If I left them out, I apologize. But we're all a team here, and we always think of ourselves as the village. Nobody's in a silo.
Any others? Hearing none, clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Resolution 23-21 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Anything else, Ralph?
No, just a huge thank you.
And a thank you to you and your staff and the Park District. Please send our thanks again and a gratitude to the Park District that help us put this together. It's just good government, and the results are going to be really good for the village, as Mr. Szwinski said. So thank you all. Reports by trustees. Trustee Khan.
No report, Your Honor.
Corporate counsel. You're not a trustee anymore. Trustee Minks.
No report.
Thank you. Trustee Sheba.
Yes, Your Honor. Arbor Day celebration, April 28th at 11 a.m. at Parkview School, 6200 Lake Street. The electronic recycling and document destruction event is on Saturday, May 13th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Public Works, located at 7840 Nagel Avenue. Morton Grove 2023 Tree Walk, Saturday, June 10th at 10 a.m., starting here at Village Hall. Community Garage Sale, Friday, June 9th through Sunday, June 11th. Check the village website for details and to register closer to the date. That's it, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Trustee Thill.
Yes, Your Honor, I have a couple of resolutions. I have a resolution 2319. It's authorizing a contract with Muscat Painting and Decorating for the 2023 Light Pole Painting Program at the cost of $58,640.20. I move that we accept resolution 2319.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Thill, seconded by trustee Whitko. Any discussions, questions, clarification? Hearing none, clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Resolution 23-19 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I have resolution 23-20, authorizing the annual Memorial Day Parade closure of Dempster Street. I move we accept resolution 23-20.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Thill, seconded by trustee Travis. Any discussion, question, clarification?
I have just one question. And my question is, the last 2 years, we've had the Memorial Day service at the Legion. Are we sure that they will be doing the parade this year? Or is it weather?
It's
related?
weather-related, and we're really not sure. So from a precaution standpoint, we are asking IDOT for the opportunity to close the road should it be a full parade.
Okay, I have a follow-up question, I'm sorry. The follow-up question is, if they do not have a parade, our expenses, we still have expenses on this or no?
No, they provide us enough notice so that we don't have to put out the barricades in the same manner, and we'll control our costs. And there's
Okay,
no
thank you.
cost for the permit from IDOT. It's just a bureaucratic application.
Right, thank you.
Any others? Clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee Whitko.
Aye.
Trustee Khan.
Aye.
Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Sheba.
Aye.
Trustee Thill.
Aye,
Resolution 23-20 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
end my report.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Trustee Jill. Trustee Travis?
Thank you, Your Honor. Some Community Relations Commission business. The very successful Winter Adopt a Planter program has concluded. The trees have been removed and are now available for adoption by residents for planting in their yard. Contact Village Hall for pickup instructions. The supply of trees is limited and will be on a first-come, first-served basis. And then please watch for details regarding the following upcoming community events. The next neighborhood outreach will be held on Thursday, May 18th at Edison School. The Summer Adopt a Planter Program, registration will start soon, and plant pickup will be on Saturday, June 3rd at the Village Hall. And the Community Garage Sale will be on June 9th, 10th, and 11th, and program registration for this will also be announced soon. And we are currently seeking sponsors for the garage sale sign. If interested, please contact the Village Hall. It's a great opportunity for advertising your business. That's the end of my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Travis. Trustee Whitko?
Thank you, Your Honor. I have two ordinances this evening. Both are first reads. The first is Ordinance 23-04, approving a text amendment to establish regulations relating to tattoo, body art, and permanent cosmetic services establishments in Morton Grove, Illinois. The details were shared this evening by Zoe Hydorn. And also ordinance 23-07, approving a special use permit for a tattoo and body art establishment for the property commonly known as 6046 Dempster Street in Morton Grove. Also, the details were shared this evening already. So those are first reads. That is the end of my report.
Thank you very much, Trustee Whitko. Any other business brought before the board tonight? Hearing none, presentations of warrants.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd like to present a warrant register for April 11, 2023 in the amount of $1,066,879.06. And I move to approve the warrant as presented.
Second.
Motion made by Trustee Khan, seconded by Trustee Whitko. Presentations of warrants. Any discussion, questions, clarifications? Hearing none, clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Whitko.
Aye.
Trustee Khan.
Aye.
Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Sheba. Trustee Thill.
Aye,
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
The warrants pass as presented 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Residents' comments. Any residents' comments? Residents' comments, Mr. Vilk? I will remind you of the policy that we've established for you, because your notes here for non-agenda items say exactly the same thing that they have for the last almost 3 years. So if it's not a new topic, we're not going to use the whole 3 minutes. Go ahead.
I wait till you finish. Good evening, everybody. I think everybody over 21, adult person, responsible about whatever doing, and I totally surprised because people not coming here just for enjoy. Sometimes people coming here to say thank you, sometimes have complaint. When it's have thank you, everybody accept it, and I see this many times. When something complain, oh no, now mayor have power. Mayor, just remember for future, you boss for all employee who working in Village Morton Grove. But between me and you, boss, it's me, because I'm resident. You supposed to be service. Your employee supposed to be service. All residents included me. Okay? I think it's easy to remember for future. You many times remind me what I need to do, how I need to do, but not remind to all people who working with you what their people need to do. It's, for example, last letters I special directly writing down to member of trustee. And today I come into Mr. Thiel and ask him, can you do me a favor? Can you give me answer for these letters? He told me, I'm delete these letters. I read and delete. Okay, I say, okay, when you delete it's okay, but give me answer. No, I'm not give you answer because you never accepted any kind answer. I'm not understand this answer because Ralph told me the same. He now ignore my all my questions. He ignore, not give me answer. That's it. No answer. It's what he said. That's it. And I surprised, Mr. Mayor, who is the mayor? Please do something because you're responsible about whatever people doing. And I give special paper copy to my case when you remember this. And again, I come into Mr. Thiel, and he told me, I'm recycle this paper. Now I give electronic letters. He told me, I'm delete. Guys, please do me a favor. When you not have chance to give me answer, just stand up or not stand up by microphone, tell me, Rudy, we read your letters, something, blah, 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 blah. You liar, you right, we make it something. But not told me, I'm delete, I'm recycle, and not give me answer. It's, for example, about water, I told you
1
many
minute,
times.
Rudy. 1
we
minute.
have meter, no meter. Rubber, people, it's okay. $1 million put on the ground. Mr. Ralph told me we need more than $1 million. We need more. I'm writing down. Somebody give me answer? No. Please, I'm not coming here to see you. I very appreciate what you give me something answer. Doesn't matter which one. But I need answer because we need talking adult to adult. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you very much. Just a few things I'd like to say. Rudy, you can have a seat, please. You can have a seat. Thank you. Thank you for your comments. Number one, I assure you that all the board members have received Mr. Vilk's letters, have read them, have discussed it with me. We speak as a unified board. So I want to be clear with the people that are out on Channel 6 or in the audience tonight that that's the case, one. Two, I don't think there's a single board member up here that doesn't realize or know that we work for the residents. And I would tell you that as long as I've been mayor, which is 10 years or whatever it is, in fact, when I talk to the kids, I explain that hierarchy of the whole village, and when it gets to me, I said, and do you know who my boss is? And the kids say, no, you're the boss. I said, no, your mom and dad and all the residents are the boss. So we already know that, but thanks for the reminder, even though we didn't need it. Also, I want to be very clear here that I've answered all of his questions. Ralph has answered all of his questions. The board members have answered his questions. They're the same questions over and over again, and we give him the same answers. He doesn't like the answers. He comes and does these presentations. All about freedom of speech. He can have his 4 minutes, but I want to be clear with the people that, number one, again, first and foremost, is we have had some of our best ordinances and resolutions come about because we've listened to what residents have to say, and that's when it really brings success to our village. So it doesn't fall on deaf ears. We do listen. We probably have more complaints than compliments. We listen to both. It's not like Mr. Vilk said that we shut the people down that aren't talking. Again, some of our best ordinances have come from listening to residents with problems. So I just want clarity on this. I know it's every 2 weeks we go through the same thing, but I just want to always be clear with that. And that being said, I do need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion made by Trustee Minks, seconded by Trustee Whitko to adjourn the meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned, 7:20.